Welcome to problem number 28 from the January 2016 Geometry Regents exam. In this problem, we're given two triangles, one in the image of the other, and we need to state whether or not the two of the triangles are congruent. And now they actually give us a pretty big hint here. It says to use the properties of rigid motion to explain your answer. And so what we should check is to see if we can transform the original image on the original triangle onto its image using only rigid motion, because if we can, then we can conclude that they are congruent, because rigid motion transformations preserve distance and therefore congruency. So taking a look at, let's just zoom in here. Let's try and see what transformations are happening. So it looks like first it's being reflected across the y-axis. So we can see the point A, if it was reflected across, would end up here. B would end up over here, and C would end up here. So that's our first reflection. And then it looks like it's just pretty simply translated downwards, a distance of 3. So it has been moved by only a series of rigid motion transformations. All right, so you can see my explanation there. We can conclude that they are congruent. ABC was reflected across the y-axis and translated 3 units down to make its image. Reflections and translations are transformations that preserve distance and congruency. So that's a pretty good explanation, and that is all for this question. Thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.